Hey Glam Dolls, welcome back to my channel. It's Taylor here. If you're new, welcome. Today we're going to be doing a glam doll beat. I am going to be showing you how to get the ultimate look for your grad pics or graduation, honey. It's grad season, period, okay? So first to start out, I am going to start by prepping my friend Jasmine's eyebrows. I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, and I am going to be using this to carve out her brows. I am working it on the outer parts of her eyes, really focusing it on the ends, and then I'm kind of like blending it and working my way into the inner parts of her eyebrows to kind of give that ombre effect and feel, because I want her eyebrows to be very nice, clean, natural, but sharp. You get me? Like a nice, natural, clean, sharp brow, but not too bold, not too much. So I'm taking my time and really working that in. Next, I'm going to be taking my Juvia's Place concealer in the shade 13. This is my favorite concealer to blend out the eyebrows because it's so smooth, it's so thick, creamy, it's like perfect. It just glides on the skin and it's amazing to blend out your eyebrows. I am just carving out her brows and then I am blending it onto her eyelids to kind of help act as a eyeshadow primer. As you guys can see, I'm all up in the camera. I do not play about the brows, honey. So I am all up in it, but I'm moving out the way now. So I'm blending the product down onto her eyebrows or her eyelids. Next, I'm taking my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn, and I'm using this to carve out the top of her brows. So I use a lighter concealer to carve out the bottom of her brows, and then I use a concealer that's more so closer to her skin color to blend out the top of the brows. This kind of helps the brows be more seamless, and it just makes them look really good, really clean, really natural. Now I'm adding a little bit more concealer to her eyes to act as a eyeshadow primer. You can use concealer, you can use actual eyeshadow primer, it really doesn't matter. I just use what I use, honey. Okay, I went for a more natural look, so I used concealer today. Now I'm taking my Dirty Jacalyn Hill palette, honey. This is an OG palette, my favorite palette if you know me. And I'm using a bunch of shades out of this palette. If you watch me, you know the typical shades I use, the browns, the reddish browns. I'm just working these shades onto her eyelids. I think these shades are perfect for a nice, clean, soft makeup look. I don't want it to be too harsh. I want that soft glam a little bit. So I'm applying the product onto her eyelids and then I'm kind of like lightly blending it out. So I'm not really packing it onto her eyelids for color. I'm just really trying to get that seamless blend. You get me? That nice blend. I think it looks perfect for pictures and graduation. The perfect makeup look, okay? Next, I'm taking a darker brown to kind of add some definition to her eyes. This is going to help the cut crease once we cut the crease. But just to add some definition, I'm just working that darker brown into her crease, still lightly applying it, not doing too much, but just doing enough. You feel me? Okay. So next I'm going to be contouring, I'm going to be carving out her brows with my P. Louise base. This is my favorite base to apply a cut crease. I think it's so nice. I think it makes your cut crease look so seamless and it really makes the colors pop on the eye. Sis, if you are doing this look on your own or if you're getting your makeup done by somebody, use this P. Louise base. Even if you're doing your makeup on your own, it will look like you got your makeup professionally done. That's how good these eyeshadows stick to this primer. It's so amazing. So I highly recommend for any type of special event that you use this P. Louise base. It's my favorite base to use. It's so amazing. I absolutely love it, okay? And she has closed eyelids, so I am just applying her cut crease a little bit higher than her actual crease to kind of make her eyes look bigger. So now I'm going to be taking my Jacalyn palette from the Anastasia Beverly Hills collection, and I am going to be using this to deepen that edge of that cut crease. This is going to help blend the shades we applied before the cut crease and the cut crease together. Then I'm going to be taking a peachy shade out of that Jaclyn Hill palette, not the Jacalyn, 2 J's here. Going back to that Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm taking that peachy shade out of that palette, and we're going to be doing like a trio ombre crease, cut crease type of thing. Now I'm taking like a pearly white, like a almost like shimmery white eyeshadow, and I'm just applying this to the inner corners of her crease. So it's like a really nice seamless trio ombre eye look. I think this is perfect for graduation. It's perfect for pictures. I think it just photographs so nicely, and this is like my go-to look. Now I'm going to just be going back in with that dark brown and just kind of deepening that cut crease. This is what really makes the cut crease pop, is deepening those browns. And then I'm just blending the colors all together. Next, I'm going to be taking some liquid eyeliner. This is the NYX Super Skinny Eyeliner pen, I believe. It's really, really nice. I like the finish of it, but I don't like how it comes out of the pen. I feel like it should come out a little bit more runny, just so I can just like seamlessly glide the pen along the eyes. Maybe I wasn't using it the right way, but I prefer using actual liquid liner instead of a pen. Next, not doing liner, I'm just taking some black eyeshadow, and I'm just like working this into the edges to kind of blend the edges together and blend it into the cut crease. I think that's like the perfect look. It makes the eyes look so good. Now I'm taking my Fenty Beauty foundation. Okay, I know it looked light in the bottle, but we're gonna make it work on her face. We've been quarantining and it's hot, it's summer, so you know everybody's skin color is changing. But I'm using my Sonia Kashuk sponge. I know I told you guys I did not like this sponge, but I absolutely love it. We had got 2 sponges in a pack. One was white and one was black. Mine was black. I think the black sponges are a little bit more rougher than the white ones. I don't know why, but her sponge is so nice and soft, and they came out the same pack. I think that's crazy, but I actually really like these sponges. So get the white one if you want to try a sponge like this. And I'm using it wet. I know some people be using dry sponges, but no sis, we're wet over here. Wet that sponge, please. Thank you. So now I'm going to be taking some Juvia's Place concealer, the same concealer in the shade 13, and I'm just applying this to the high points of her face. Then I'm going to be taking my e.l.f. concealer. I think it's in the shade medium dark, I believe. And I'm going to be using this along with that. I think these are like the perfect 2 concealers together. It's going to make her face look so airbrush and nice, and these photograph so nicely. When I was done with her makeup, she looked so airbrush, and I believe it was from these concealers. And the powder I'm going to be showing you guys in a second, but I absolutely love these 2 concealers together. Maybe it's just the Juvia's Place, because that Juvia's Place concealer is so good, but I love it. So I'm lightly tapping on her face, and I'm just working these concealers in. You want to tap really lightly and just blend, blend, blend. So now I'm taking my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Expresso, and I am using this to contour her face. I'm applying it to her chin, her cheeks, and her forehead. I'm going to be blending out her cheeks with my sponge, just working that product into her cheeks. And then I'm going to be blending out her forehead and her chin with a brush. I feel like that just gives it a more seamless, flawless look. I don't know why, but I like blending out the chin and the forehead with a brush instead. Next, I'm going to be setting her under eyes with my Maybelline Loose setting powders, those loose setting powders that they have. I already told you guys about these, but this is my favorite setting powder. I think this might have won me over Airspun powder. Like, this powder is so good. No flashback, perfect for photography. It makes your skin look airbrush. I feel like this is what helped her face look so airbrushed too. Like, this powder is so amazing. I absolutely love it, so I highly encourage you to get your hands on some of this. And I'm using my Real Techniques powder sponge. It's specifically meant for powder. Now I'm going to be taking my Black Radiance True Complexion powder, contour powder to be exact, in the shade light to medium, and I'm going to be using this to set her contour. So kind of like bronzing, you always want to set your creams with a powder, always, because if you don't, your face will be runny and nasty and oily and greasy. You don't want that, so set that face. Then I'm going to contour her nose with that same powder. I like to take it on the bridges and go all the way up to the eyebrow. Life hack, celebrities do this. It makes your face just look really snatched all together. Then I'm going to be taking her Maybelline pressed powder in the shade 335, and I'm going to be blending away those powders off of her face, as well as setting the rest of her face, all the parts that I didn't set. Now I'm going to be taking some brown lip liner. This is by NYX. No, this is by Wet n Wild. Then I'm going to be taking some lipstick by NYX. And then I'm going to be taking some lip gloss by NYX, and it is in the shade Honey. Almost last, I'm going to be taking some Wet n Wild waterproof eyeliner. Waterproof mascara. I feel like waterproof is perfect because you don't have to worry about the eyes running or any of that. And lastly, I'm going to be setting her face with some Mililani Make It Last setting spray, my favorite setting spray. Blending it all away, and we are complete. Sis looks perfect for graduation. This is the ultimate graduation glam. I absolutely love it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. This beat is definitely, without a doubt, Glam Doll approved. Okay. See you guys all in my next one. Bye.